just like like extra skin around.
It's like a little turtleneck over the head. A very thin skin, and I would like try to advise them to pull it back gently. The little skin turtleneck is like my best.
Oh, it kind of looks like Snuffleupagus.
I'm 18.
I'm too 18.
I'm 22.
I'm 25 years old. Age, I am 22, and I am 4th year.
I'm 23. I'm from Los Angeles.
Huh? I guess familiar enough.
I guess so too.
Not very familiar. Like, I know what it is, but I guess not super familiar.
Sexuality studies minor, so I've learned a little bit.
Like a 5 out of 10. How it's not really necessary, and there's this whole thing that supposedly like it's cleaner.
Uncircumcised.
Like, definitely more circumcised.
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 It's just like a snip.
Define it.
Define circumcision.
Like circumcision?
I guess removal of some sort of flap of skin.
Well, they cut off like the skin around, isn't it the tip of the penis, like the head, and they cut it off.
Like, kind of cut it off? I don't know. I don't know how much or like really where they get it. Something gets cut off, and then they just kind of look different. Skin on the actual, I think it's the top. Foreskin? I think it's foreskin.
I know that it's the taking off the foreskin of the penis so that it won't have that overlapping skin. Oh, cool!
Nice.
Circumcision?
My first year here followed by a bio class, about 22.
Probably when I was in 5th grade, so was that like 11, 10?
Very surface level, but the controversy about it.
When I like became sexually active, I don't know, probably when I was like 16 and stuff, when I was like researching everything and trying to like learn. I didn't really think much of it.
It was class. It was definitely class. We had like a sex ed class. Yeah, no, they separated us.
My opinions came around like the more I heard online and stuff, like based on like what people had said. Some people were like, oh, I think this is body mutilation, or oh, you feel less if you are circumcised, stuff like that.
They kind of just said that like they do this sometimes for religious purposes or other purposes, but not all men have it done.
I've heard like a few different things. I heard like it was like the Kellogg man or whatever, like the cereal company. He was like really conservative, and it was like a long time ago. He was like religious or something. And like
My family doesn't talk about that.
Don't really have those conversations.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the doctors and nurses probably recommended it.
Mexico, they don't.
My sister just had a baby, and she chose to circumcise him. So I was there. I was waiting with them. So it was like really quick and little like aggressive, I guess, but that they just got it done like really fast. So I think she was just hearing like, oh, it's better for him circumcised, like the whole taboo, like it will be better in the long run. They're not really like into that. That's why I'm assuming that most of my family is not.
I have no clue. I mean, I have like mostly sisters. Never really brought this up with my dad. No brothers.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, I don't know, but I mean, all my like little cousins and stuff like that are for sure. Don't know about older relatives. I don't know. I think just because like social stigmas, I guess, like, oh, it's just something that kind of has to be done.
I don't remember from my class, so you're bringing me back.
Like circumcised is like easier to keep clean.
A lot of people didn't know. Like a lot of people thought that only a religion did circumcision, or they didn't really know why.
I think it's prettier.
Aesthetic pleasures, I guess.
It's like an aesthetic.
Societal pressure. People just like circumcised penis.
I think mostly like sometimes it's religious purposes, but other times I just think that's what people are used to, and they think you're just kind of supposed to do that.
I mean, I've seen a lot of memes that say like on Instagram where it's like it looks weird and it's not like normal.
We're so big on what looks good and what other people are doing.
It's cleaner, I guess. It's easier to maintain.
People think it's like for cleanliness or whatever.
Like it's easier to like make sure you keep clean and like your partner clean and stuff like that, probably.
Yeah, I think it's because it goes into like the whole comparison of like what someone else had. It's the look and then comparison. That's my big thing. I feel like, oh, why does that one look that way?
Would I? It's a good question.
I don't want to circumcise my kid just because I know there's a lot of opinions about like body mutilation and stuff like that.
I feel like right when they're born. Because when you're older, I feel like that would suck and nobody would do it.
Maybe, yeah.
I probably would, just because I know, like, in my family, health benefits, I probably would just continue that, you know.
I want them to have their own choice. You know, it's their body. I'd bring it up to them just because there's like certain cleaning situations and, you know, just to be open with my child.
I think I would just leave it up to like my partner's decision, like you decide.
I probably wouldn't do it. And if they want to get it done, maybe when they're like 9, then I'd be like, okay.
Like influence from my sister and influence from like my partner's decisions and my like values. Knowing that she did it will kind of give me that comfort that that process went okay.
Do it when you're a baby or just don't do it, I think is probably your best bet.
My personal preference?
For or against?
I'm for it.
For or against?
Because like I understand that in the long run maybe it will be a better choice for him. I guess my partners like I would be nice. I don't know. I don't really have a preference. From what I've experienced, circumcised does feel a little better.
Maybe for it, just if it's like healthier.
Get that done, you know. My boyfriend was circumcised, so I don't really know what it would be like if they're not, to be honest. The preference would be for them to be circumcised. I would want my significant other to, you know, do it.
I think I would be shocked. I mean, I've seen one, but I would probably be a little shocked. I'd be like, oh shit, like what do you do?
About the class, they did a survey too, and it was interesting to see that most people were for circumcision. Would you consider, if you were a man, would you be, and then would you want to be,
I think when they're babies, right? I'm pretty sure.
When they're born, within the day maybe?
Like when they're children.
I think it's done within the first year, or maybe even within the first few months that the baby's born, or maybe even right away.
I know that it's preferred for when you're a baby, right when you're born. Yeah.
I have heard that before.
I've definitely heard my female friends talk about it. Like I've heard some of them be like, ew, it's gross if like someone's like not circumcised.
Different.
There's no, like, who cares? Like why should I care what, you know, someone else decides to do with their own body? I say like 50-50. I've had some of my friends kind of be like, oh, good point, and had some of my friends be like, ew, you know.
I mean, we just talked. It was a very light conversation. Would you be with a guy who's like nice, not circumcised? And my friend said no. She no, you know, freaked out by it. It's nasty. Their friend too, she was like no. They would probably leave.
Circumcised. They'll kind of give me advice like that's what you need to look for.
Yeah, my friends have been like, I don't know, it's kind of like a shock factor. It's like, oh, so like, how was it with so-and-so? It's like, oh my God, he's like not circumcised, you know? And it's like something different, I guess, for people, because it is getting like more and more like rare. They just seem like surprised, you know, like, oh my God, you know, like I didn't expect that, but that's pretty much it. Like nothing like ew.
A lot of people just like wouldn't have sex with somebody that isn't circumcised. I don't know if you watched the show Shameless before, but it really talks about it. Where like Carl, like his girlfriend is just like, oh, like I don't want to go down on you because like your dick is weird, pretty much.
For the most part, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I guess like girls think that like it looks weird because you don't see it all the time. Like something's wrong with that. You know?
So, like let's say my girlfriend like had a sexual interaction with someone, she'll be like, oh, he wasn't circumcised, or he was, something like that. I'll just say, oh, he wasn't circumcised, so like it was different. So probably a few, like just like whenever I talk about sex with my friends, like their new experiences, it'll kind of come up. I think circumcised is more of like, I don't want to say nicer experience, because I feel like you can have a nice experience with both. Since I guess I give circumcised penis more love. Yeah, an 8, like a 6. See myself more for circumcision.